welcome back to season 2 of Money Honeys. So we took a year-long hiatus, but again, we're back, beautiful, broke, and maybe a little desperate, but we'll see. Because today we're doing a new type of episode called Name Your Price. So essentially what's been happening is that I've been binge watching Love Island USA. It may or may not be on when this episode airs. I don't know. But I've been binge watching it. And I had the thought of how much would someone have to pay me to go on a reality dating show? Like actually, how much would I need to pocket in order to say, you know what? Let me actually do this. So we got the idea for this game and we are going to play Name Your Price.
Clapping and excitement.
Sirens, all of it.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
So this is a game where we give each other a scenario and talk about how much someone would actually have to pay us to participate.
Then we'll say how much people are actually getting paid to do said activity. Okay?
Let's go.
Let's get into it.
Round 1, I'll kick us off. So how much would someone need to pay you to go on a reality dating show? And let's just say Love Island, because that's what I'm hyper focused on right now. How much, Fred, would someone have to pay you to actually go on Love Island? What is the amount?
Okay, if I'm in a relationship, because I would go, like,
say you were single.
I would go on there if I was single.
You would just you would go on it if you're single?
Yeah, I think I would just go on there. Yeah, like I think the prize money is like enough for me, which is what like I think I would increase the prize amount. I wish it was like maybe $250K for the couple to split, the winning couple to split, and then I'd be happy as a what's the term? What's the
happy
phrase?
As a clam?
As a clam. Happy as a clam.
Okay.
I don't know why I was thinking like Rose.
So many things we need to unpack here. First of all, happy as a rose?
I know. My mouth wanted to say it. I actually feel like they may not be. But also our clams thorny. Happy. Like our clams actually, yeah, they are thorny. They're little betches.
Yeah, are clams happy?
That's my question. That's the real question.
Yeah, I don't know. Dev, what about you? How much would someone have to pay you to realistically go?
Okay, well, here's the thing. I am going to be a representative for the people who don't watch Love Island. I'm not a big reality TV show girl. So walk me through this really fast. They are in a competition. They get money that they split with somebody.
Okay.
What's the game mechanics?
So there are a lot of mechanics to Love Island, which is why I love it and which is why I think you would love it, because I think you would appreciate the mechanics of it. But basically, it's single people get put onto a quote unquote island. And so there's this giant house villa that you all live in. And it's pretty hetero. So there's boys and girls, and you have to try to form connections with each other and couple up, because if you are single, then you will often be at risk of getting dumped from the island. And there are many, many ways that you can get dumped from the island, and they're constantly reinventing how you get dumped from the island. Also, sometimes there's couples that get dumped from the island too, or there'll be one boy and one girl, not necessarily single, not necessarily in a couple together. But so throughout the show, they keep introducing new people and more people. So it becomes this like rotating cast. So who you start the show watching is not necessarily who you will end with. And then at the very, very end of the show, there is a prize amount. It differs from UK to US, but there's a prize amount of that you have to split with the person that you're in the couple with.
Okay, so more people get added, even though it's a game of elimination. Also, do people actually enter the show when they're in relationships already?
No.
Some do.
Well, some can be shady. Yeah, but the
like,
premise.
Yeah, it's like people you find out after the fact, like by going on their social media. Yeah.
Yes.
But everyone's supposed to be single. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So if I were a single gal, how much? Oh, God.
And then America or UK, they have like live voting. So like if you're in a couple that people really believe in and feel like it's a genuine connection, like you could be America's favorite, which keeps you safe throughout the game.
Yeah.
But if people think that you're in a couple for like convenience reasons or like you're just playing the game, like you'll likely be vulnerable and not be America's favorite and like be at risk of getting dumped.
Do they know if they are America's favorite? Do they have access to like?
No.
Nope. They don't have
social media.
access.
They don't have access no idea to anything. And it also happens in real time. There's like a 1, maybe 2 day delay. So like right now we're recording this episode on July 11th. 4th of July just happened for us. 4th of July also just happened for them. And so that's what's really unique about it, which is why they can incorporate the voting mechanism, because otherwise other dating shows like The Bachelor or Love is Blind or anything like that, it's fully recorded,
right?
And then they edit all of it and then they air it. So like
right
when we watch The Bachelor or Bachelorette, it's already done. It's already chosen. Both Love Island, you're watching live.
Okay, and so the prize money is how much? 100,000?
Yes.
Okay, to split with someone else. So you get 50K, assuming it's an even split.
Yes. For the US version, so it's 100,000.
Just to be on it, and you're on it for how? Well, you don't know. Okay, so 1,500 a day to do this.
Okay.
Disco agrees.
Yeah, so maybe let's just say $75,000. I wouldn't want America's eyes on me as I'm dating someone or in this competition. I don't think I've already been on one reality show. It was called Ladylike, and we all know they didn't pay us enough.
That's real. But with Ladylike, we filmed a lot of our lives, but we ultimately had final say in what people saw for the most part. But with Love Island, with the reality show, you don't have that control. So I feel like my price would actually be a lot higher.
Really?
A lot higher.
Tell me.
I love the show, which is why I don't want to be on the show. But I mean, I'm also I'm not the type of personality that I think goes on reality dating shows, which is why I would need a lot of money. Like if I'm saying like how much money would it actually take if someone was like, I will pay you this amount and you can be on the show, I would probably be like, give me a couple $100,000 and then I will go.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Like, because even with like social media, you've always been extremely private. So like a reality dating TV show is like truly the opposite of what you would naturally do. For me,
nightmare.
I would definitely just throw my ass on that show.
And I'm obsessed with that. I really am. I'm obsessed with that, and I would support you. We support women's rights. We support women's wrongs. We support all of it.
Not their wrongs.
The thing is, what's so funny though is that like I'm always like I'm one of those shady people who's like, rough, go on Love Island and pretend to be single and like see what happens.
Oh my God.
Get so mad. Don't even.
You would.
You would be so mad at Ruv.
You would be angry the whole time, Fred.
I would definitely be angry. But I think he would win. I think he would win.
I think he could. I definitely think he could. I absolutely you know what? Yeah, you're so right, actually. He would win. You are hearing all my internal thoughts externalized. He would win. No doubt in my mind, actually. So would you.
Ruff would be a fan favorite.
He would be such a fan favorite. Like everyone would be like, "Oh my God, I love Ruff."
Yeah, but then that would make you mad. That would make you so mad.
Well, he would be a fan favorite, and then he'd also be like, because on the show they always just have like all these bromances, and like everyone
Yeah.
gets so close on the show, and it's like it's really crazy how quickly everyone like gets super attached to each other, but it's because they truly are like in a very rare scenario.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like camping.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
And that's,
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
that's the thing that actually even took my mind into how much would it cost? Because I see that and like I'm watching the show and I'm like, I love the girlhood on this show. I really do. I love how much they back each other up, and I love how much they all can just be actual friends. Like it's so cute when they just walk by each other, you know, and they're like, "Hey, handsome," and the boy will be like, "Hi." And then just like go over to the person who's essentially his girlfriend. I'm like, how cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute.
It's so sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how much do these individuals actually get paid?
Okay. So a lot of reality TV kind of like withholds that information. So it's I have numbers for the UK version. And again, this is reported, but ITV, which is a network, has not confirmed it. So normally it's £375 a week, which is basically just enough to cover their like rent and like general living expenses. So it's nothing extra. However,
no.
Wait a minute.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So again, it has not been confirmed by ITV because they are not doing it. You know, and then they have the prize money that they split, which UK, it's a £50 cash prize that the couple splits. Now, Love Island All Stars, they get £2,000 a week, but the contestants wanted more. And so they're asking for more. And I was not able to find if they received more. My guess would be that they probably received a little bit more. But
Is it that much higher because they're all stars, or it's a different show? Like, does the show have more budget to work with, or what?
I think it's because they're all stars, and so the network knows that there's going to be more people tuning into it because Love Island is, you know, currently this US season is really really big here, but Love Island in the UK is a religion. Like it's massive, massive. And so the other thing is that you kind of know that if you go on Love Island and people respond to you, like you will become an influencer and you will make money hand over fist. Like that's just also a given of being on Love Island UK. You know, it's like last a little long enough and you basically come out of it with a career in influencing. And so that's why even for Love Island All Stars, they're asking for more because they were like, we are influencers. And so we're actually going to be losing money by being on this show and not being able to post or do campaigns.
Yeah, that's valid. That's so valid. I'm glad they fought for that.
Yeah. I don't know how much more they got or anything like that. But yeah, again, because ITV kind of hides those numbers. I feel like reality TV is kind of, they hide that stuff.
Oh, yeah. And like last year during the writer's strike and everything, reality TV hosts and stars were banding together to get some rights. I don't know what came of that. Do y'all know?
No,
but yeah,
but I do want to. I would love to host Love Island. That's like that might be one of my dreams.
Okay, so the thing is, I would actually love to host it too. I'm like, this seems so fun.
Yeah. I'm like, how much? I wonder how much Ariana Madix makes.
I know.
Because she was on Love Island.
Oh, she was? I didn't know that.
I mean, I could be. Let me just like double check. I really just said that because I heard someone say it and I didn't actually do the
research. That's the equivalent of, oh, I read it, aka I saw a TikTok about it.
I mean, saw a TikTok.
You could pay me less money to host than to be on the show.
Yeah.
Way less. Because I'm like, now that seems fun. But being on it is terrifying.
Except the the cast low-key would hate you because every time you show up is with bad news. So
I know, but it's fun. You get to do, you walk in slow-mo, you wear the best outfits. And then you have the like voice-over guy being like, Ariana is coming to the villa. And I'm like, it's so great. It's so great. Okay.
It is.
Fred, what is your name your price?
My name my price is, how much would you have to pay me to work at the Shade Room?
Oh, so tell folks who don't know what the Shade Room is.
Yes. The Shade Room is a publication that lives on the internet. It's really heavy in the social media space, specifically on Instagram. And it's called the Shade Room. You know, I think it initially started out as being more of like a gossip site. I think that they have been working tirelessly over the years to become like a valid news source. I think it is. I think it's up to the consumer to decide if they are valid or not.
No, it's called the Shade Room.
The Shade Room is the wild, wild west. The Shade Room is like the equivalent of like a British gossip magazine, which has like zero restrictions, no holds barred. They write whatever the hell they want to write.
Mm-hmm. They just be writing stuff.
They just say stuff. Yeah, they just say stuff.
They just say stuff. And I interpreted this as like, in my current financial situation, right? Like I keep talking about how I need need more like streams of income and like a job and all this stuff. So I'm like, if Shade Room came up to me and was like, if Shade Room came up to me and was like, we'll give you a job, I have an amount that I would need to be paid to work at the Shade Room. And that amount for me at this juncture in my life, I think it would be $250,000 a year. So $250,000 over the course of the year.
What?
I would need to be paid to work at the Shade Room. Yeah. Because it's not.
Question.
Yeah.
Would you be allowed to do a pseudonym? Like, would you be allowed to have a pen name, or it would have to be like, okay, everyone knows Frederica Ransom is working at the Shade Room?
I would definitely work under an alias.
Okay, because if I was allowed to work under an alias, I gotta say I would do it for way less. It sounds fun as hell.
Same. Literally, I do it for like 130.
Oh yeah. Easy.
I am dead.
I mean, all you got to do is stir the pot. All you got to do is make shit up
and have a catchy headline.
Oh, I would be so good at that job.
You would.
So good at that job.
You would be.
Why wouldn't you want to do that for less?
I think, okay, I'm gonna do like a little roundup after we do round 2, because both of the things that I'm talking about are kind of related. Okay. So I'll dive into that later. But so the position that I looked up that I would want to do for the Shade Room, if they said pick any position you want, like, you know, obviously not like CEO or anything like that, but like pick something that you want to do. And so I looked up social media. There's a job opening for a social media content producer for news and politics.
At the Shade Room?
At the Shade Room.
News and politics.
I know. I'm like,
I told you, they're working tirelessly to.
I'm like, that's really cute of them to try to say to try to have an official title like that. It's like, no, girl, come in here and slap some words on top of a blurry photo and call it a day. That's your meme. That's the post.
Oh my God. Okay, so how much are they paying?
So if offered a permanent position at the Shade Room, the position would be a full-time and non-exempt. The pay band is $27.89 an hour to $39.61 an hour, which equates to $58,000 to $82,000 a year.
No.
And compensation offered will be based off of experience, local cost of living, and budget. That's not enough for me.
Absolutely
Not
not.
enough.
That is shady. But what did we expect?
Yes.
What did we expect? It's the shade room.
Yes. It's not enough, but for me, it's not enough, but it has nothing to do with the employer. It's just not enough to be paying for that position.
Right. Devin of, I don't know, 12 years ago, yes, probably would have leapt at this opportunity.
Sure.
But not now. But also, like, why do I feel like the shade room is like the B version of Demois?
Yes. Well, I mean,
is it true?
Demois is different because Demois is based off of blind items. So it's celeb gossip, but based off of blind items.
See, I don't even know what Demois is.
Oh, you got to follow Demois.
It's fun.
It's good.
It's fun.
Oh, wow.
On Instagram.
Yeah. So it's
for those listening,
mm-hmm.
It's DEUXMOI on Instagram. Thank us later.
Yeah, and they have a weekly podcast that
curators of pop culture.
I listen to. Yes, yeah. So it's all based off of blind items. So it'll be like industry people submitting celebrity tea, basically.
If you want to know what Jacob Elordi is doing at any given moment, you're going to find it on Demois.
That is wild.
Yeah. And then she covers a lot of the like basketball wives and like football wives, which I have to be honest, I don't know who any of them are. I skip past them. Same with all the Bravo people.
I still listen in. I still look. I still want to know. I love tea that doesn't concern me.
Oh, absolutely.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to that podcast religiously. It is my favorite podcast. I listen to NPR and Demois.
That is wow.
I love a balanced individual.
Yeah.
Okay. Get you somebody who can do both.
Amazing. All right. So I'm going to hop in with mine, which aren't as fun, I feel like. Y'all took this in a really fun direction, which I love. But mine is astronauts. Okay, go with me here. You could not, and I'm just going to say this up front, you could not pay me any dollar amount to leave Mother Earth like they do.
Okay.
Like they are yeeted into the sky. And then what? And then what? Right? It just depends on what, because it's space and anything can happen. It's the big black hole.
I'm not interested.
So how much? So I would say if you want me to go to space, I would need at least close to $1 billion. That's how much I.
Close to $1 billion.
Because I value my life.
Why not make it $1 billion though? Why would you say close to $1 billion?
Close. You're like, give or take
a couple mil, close to a bill.
Okay, well, here's the thing. My stance has been very firmly planted and never, I will not, and you can't pay me. But if someone were like 900 million, I'd have to crunch the numbers.
Sure.
I'd really have to crunch the numbers. And I'd want to know if that money's up front. Because there's a lot of variables in space. You could die.
Yeah, you may
never
not come
see
back.
that money.
Yeah.
Exactly. I want to make sure that my loved ones get that money. But I would never. Fred, how much to be an astronaut?
Oh my gosh. I think maybe not close to $1 billion, but I think 500 mil.
Oh shit.
500 mil for sure.
Okay. I mean,
why? Because you don't want to be heated up into space either.
I don't like heights. Number one. I don't like heights, and I don't like the unknown, and I don't like dark. I don't like abyss, like an abyss. The idea of like an abyss. That's so
right.
That's crazy to me.
And you have to pee in like a weird tube thing because peeing in space Imagine taking a shit in space.
Yeah, you just kind of shit into a bag and it floats there. I've looked it up.
It floats beside you. First of all, why? Have you looked that up? Because you would do it. Chantel,
I would.
Honey.
I would do it. I mean, okay. How long are we talking? How long in space?
A week. Yeah,
a week? Oh, hell yeah, I would do that. Hell yeah. You're telling me that if someone walked up to you, if Mark Cuban walked up to you right now and said, Devin Lytle, I'm giving you close to $1 billion. All you have to do is go to space for 7 days. You would actually say no?
I would say, thank you so much for this opportunity, Mr. Cuban. I would like that money up front, please. And then I would think about it.
For 7 days.
That's what I would say.
For 7 days, you could create generational wealth for like the rest of time for your lineage. You would say no?
Think about what's going on in space. Literally anything. We don't know. And also there are astronauts who are literally trapped up in space right now. They're in like a spacecraft up there that we can't come and get them because Boeing screwed them over. Look it up. No.
I did not know that. Yeah,
you didn't know that piece. So, but like how much? I still want to know, like how much?
For 7 days, if someone walked up to me, if Mark Cuban came up to me and said, I will give you $500,000, I would say, you got a deal.
Oh my God. So this is what's going to upset y'all. Okay. Do you want to know how much astronauts actually fucking make?
I would love to know.
Okay. So a NASA astronaut's salary is determined by the U.S. government's general schedule, or GS scale, and it's based off of their experience level. So a GS 13 to a GS 14 earns around $81,000 to $124,000 per year. Basically, a well-paid social media manager in the state of Los Angeles, or in the city of Los Angeles, I should say.
That is crazy. $81,000 is crazy. That's a no. That's how much the shade room social media news and politics person should be making. What?
Right. And then a GS-15, which means a highly experienced astronaut, is awarded, that's how they phrase this, is awarded $146,000 a year.
Still no.
Still no.
No way. You're telling me I could go on Love Island and get $50,000 if I win, and an astronaut can be making less than double that for yeeting themselves into space? No, ma'am. It's a no.
Yeah. So the source I saw cited passion over profit, saying that astronauts are driven by a passion and love of exploration rather than solely financial gain.
Fuck off.
So you know what I'm about to do? I'm literally typing into google.com, how much did Neil Armstrong make for going to the moon?
Okay, well that was the 60s.
No, we'll adjust it.
But I am curious.
Okay. So Neil Armstrong was, this is, I'm not checking my sources. I typed it in right now. This is the first thing that came up. It says Neil Armstrong was paid a salary of $27,401 and was the highest paid of the flying astronauts, according to the Boston Herald.
And what was that, in 69?
Yes.
Was $27,000.
Wait. Salary, though, that means like for the year or for that journey?
No, for the year. For the year. Salary, boo, salary.
We're like, do they get stipends?
Like, what was his rate? Like, what's the rate for the moon? What's the rate just for like little stratosphere action? Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking this up. What is $27,000 today according to google.com? Okay, so they're actually paying astronauts a lot less these days, which, surprise, surprise, based off of the current data of July 2024, $27,000 in 1969 money is to $222,000.
$27,000 in 1969 is equivalent to
$222,000
in 2024. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that big of a jump.
See, that feels more like if you are for the passion, it is your childhood dream to be this astronaut, then like, yeah, getting $222,000 to go to the moon, absolutely, sure. Is it enough for me to go? No. But
no.
For it, if you're like my child and to be the first person to go to the moon, hell yeah. If that was your dream, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm upset that they have started paying astronauts less.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why? Like, why?
Well, not everyone is going to the moon. And so, like,
but still,
he might have been a specific. Look, you know what? Actually, I don't know why I'm trying to explain this. I don't know anything about this. Let me not.
That don't justify NASA's pay dip.
Let me not. Actually,
I mean, for me, I'm assuming because like NASA is subsidized by the government, right?
Yeah, probably less now, but yeah,
right. So I'm so sure that they just allocated funds to war and all the other fucked up shit and taking it away from NASA, which is why they're like, okay, here's some pennies.
Yeah, like I'm
gonna ask how much does a SpaceX astronaut make?
Okay, yeah, that's probably different. And also, like, we're not racing against like Russia anymore to like get to the moon and all that stuff.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no one cares about that anymore. Oh, so they get paid just as much as NASA astronauts. So you're telling me, oh, now I'm mad again. Elon fucking Musk isn't paying these astronauts more?
See,
the richest man in the world is just yeeting other people up into space and not giving them any more money to do it?
No.
Incensed.
No. Yeah, I would not get in a SpaceX aircraft. That I would not do. And I know that they're in cahoots with NASA and all that stuff. And like, who knows, maybe they're one and the same now. I don't know. I haven't done enough research, but just working for SpaceX and getting in a SpaceX aircraft, no way. That I would not do. That's not to say NASA hasn't had catastrophic accidents, because they have too, but I would not get in an Elon Musk aircraft. His shit blows up all the time.
You're not about to die at the hands of Elon Musk by choice.
Absolutely not.
No.
I went into this thinking that Elon Musk, because he's so much into like being an explorer and like being one with aliens and whatnot, naming his child a bunch of digits, I would have assumed that he's paying them more to be competitive in the space. But the fact that he's not makes me so mad. Makes me so this jack off over here is not going to give these men more money, men and women, I should say, more money to yeet them up into space. I'm so upset.
He's a billionaire, baby. He's not doing this out of the kindness of his own heart.
If I ever get the opportunity to go to space, which we've already established will be for close to $1 billion, I would. I would make sure that I pay my fellow astronauts a better rate.
Rate is funny. Rate is so funny to me. It's like day rate.
Yeah. What's his day rate for going to the moon? Like, what is it? Well,
oh my God.
This has actually
the
been
best game ever.
very fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, I definitely want us to play this game again, perhaps monthly. I don't know. But thank you, everyone, so much for listening. Please rate and review us. Tell all of your friends, and we will definitely be playing this game soon.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.